What's up, everyone? Oh, shoot. Hold on, guys. Need these nice shades. There we go. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Lloyd Master Starscream, and this is the Seekert Show, episode 3. And yes, this is a second episode 3 because I had a little technical difficulties on the last stream, and I had to put some people in timeout. And look who just joined. Add to stream. Hey,
Hey,
man.
man.
Oh,
Sorry,
shoot.
dude.
Hey, I forgot my headphones.
Oh,
Immediately without the headphones. Ha. There we go.
sorry, dude. Sorry, I knew I was supposed to be with you. I think it was like my time, 8:30. I've been
Yeah,
asleep. I got a
it's all
very
right,
busy day
man.
tomorrow. Like, very busy day tomorrow. But yesterday, whew, and this morning, it's been crazy. But we are on the, yeah. So we're on the road. We talked to the builder. So we're on the road to start working on the house. So we were pretty excited about that. But hey, how you been? How's your day going?
Oh, it's going good. I pretty much slept all day too. I woke up this morning, did my chores, but I woke up at 6:30. Or actually, I think I woke up at right around 3 in the morning. Or actually, I stayed up until 3 in the morning, watched the new episode of WandaVision, and I
Oh, I
woke
haven't
up at
seen that
6
yet.
and I woke up at 6 in the morning and I saw Willy's Wonderland, which is a movie based off of Five Nights at Freddy's, and man, I enjoyed it.
Did you?
Highly recommend. And I'm gonna say this, and I don't think it's exactly a spoiler because this was confirmed. Nicolas Cage doesn't say a single word in this movie, not a word.
Really? But he's in
Hmm.
it.
Yeah, he's in it.
So they were able to afford him to be there in person, but couldn't afford him to be a. See, you get different pay scales. So, so they treated him like an extra, and that means he wouldn't have any speaking parts. And so that's pretty interesting.
So
That's
yeah,
pretty funny.
if you wanna check the movie out. I don't know if it's on Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus, but
Oh, I definitely want to. I'll probably check that out. I'll look it up. I did. Nick, art teacher is actually Baby Mahal's also live at the moment. If anybody's curious too, she's doing
yeah,
a Fortnite, I believe it is. So
yeah,
art teacher
I saw,
showing the support there while we're here.
yeah, and I also noticed that she got her new vehicle. That's awesome.
Nikki was telling me that. I was like, huh, what? She said, I'll just show you the later. And to tell you how tired I was, I mean, like I saw my sister yesterday. It was late last night after we'd been with the builder. It'd been pouring down rain, thunderstorms, and my sister got a haircut, and I was like completely oblivious to everything yesterday. It was just, and she's like, "Well, typically he notices anything and everything like that." And she's like, he's tired." Um, but I think we got a really good guy that's going to be the builder of the house. We told him what we were looking for, and then
Hmm.
we told him, today, roughly what our budget is, and he says, "Well, let me come up with some plans for y'all, and you can choose which one you would like to have done, and we'll try and go with the cheaper one, if that's what you're wanting." I was like, "That sounds awesome. That sounds so cool." So yeah, really, really nice guy. That's going to be working with us on that. We're pretty excited.
That's
So,
awesome, man.
so have you got you any new Transformer figures or anything?
No, not yet. I saw on Amazon that Cyclonus, the Kingdom one, is going for $29.
That's a good price.
So yeah, I'm hoping I'll be able to get that figure. And
It is an
I'm still,
excellent figure.
I believe you. And I'm hoping to get the Gigawatt figure in pretty soon.
Nice.
And hopefully I'll be able to go to Walmart this Sunday and see if they got any Kingdom figures. But and it's a roll of the dice, or it's a 50-50 chance that I might I'll find something or not.
Well, I have a friend that now works for Target, and he contacted Nikki through Facebook, and he's like, um, is there anything that ACP is looking for? Because I know he does Transformer stuff on YouTube and stuff. Is there anything he's looking for? And so she asked me, and I said, "Well, these are the ones that are the exclusive." So he's going to keep his eyes out for me for the Target exclusives when they come, and he'll get them, and I'll pay him for them. So pretty excited about that. So that I may end up getting um, Counterpunch, not Counterpunch, excuse me. See, I'm so tired, I can't even think. Thrust.
Oh.
And what's this? I can't think of their name. The two brothers, the white one and the black one. Damn, I cannot remember.
Run amok and runabout.
Yes. And so yeah, he said, yeah, we had those in here last week, and he said, and they're Target exclusives, and so, and he's like, and I was like, well, Red Wing is another one, and he's like, oh yeah, I got something like that for my other friend that likes that stuff, so he's going to also keep his eyes out for me for all three of those exclusives.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I don't want to count my eggs before they hatch, but at least it's nice to know that there's a good possibility I'll be able to get it. And he was like, and I can do it because I know you're not gonna scalpel me. You're not gonna sit there and buy them and have me buy get a whole bunch of them, and then you buy them and put them on eBay. Says that's something that happened to one of the guys before, and you get in trouble for that. And I was like, I bet so. Bet so. But
I bet it's gonna get Transformers hunting. It's gonna get so crazy. Like for example, since Baby Mahal's husband bought 3 Optimus Primals, one for you, one for me, and one for her. I bet it's gonna get crazy to the point you can't buy 3 of the same figure. You're gonna have to get. You're only allowed one.
I noticed that, which I thought was interesting, on Big Bad Toy Store, where I'm getting my getting the He-Man figures from.
Yeah.
I put in all the pre-orders. I put in for for the whole year, because I told Nick, I said I want to get all of the He-Man figures because I'm getting really close to having a representation of the Transformers of everyone that I like. But yeah, they only allowed on certain figures. You were only allowed to order one.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Out of all of them, I was on one of them. I was allowed to order 2, and the reason why I said they were actually 2 different ones. One, it was like a deluxe class, and the other one was the Origins class. And I was like, so I put an order for both of them, even though they're the same figure. They're going to both be different. And so that's why I'm going to get one character, and that's Mosquitor. If you've never seen him, he's one of my favorite He-Man figures. Nikki had got him for me a long time ago, and he looks like a mosquito, and it's got blood in his chest. It goes up and down. I love it. I love it.
I need to ask, how much did you? I noticed on Instagram you got the Transmetal Optimus Primal and the Ultra Class Optimus Primal. How much you pay for those 2? I might have to look for some parts for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some parts to be found. Like
I saw.
Yeah. Ashley, I got the Optimus, the orange one. I got for $12 free shipping.
On what?
The Optimus, the big one. That's the leader class. So it's got there's the orange and hue.
Yeah, Optimal Optimus.
Optimal. Yeah, I got him for $12 free shipping.
On eBay?
Yes. And then the seller said, well, I have, the one of the first ones of Optimus Primal. And I'm looking to go ahead and get rid of both of these. And so I got all of them for under $20 free shipping.
Oh my gosh. I'm so jealous right now.
Yeah. And I was like, I want to, and he's like, see, I bought stuff. Apparently, I bought stuff from the seller before. I didn't realize I had bought. Typically, there's only certain sellers I use on eBay. and even the ones when you send me the link, I'll sometimes use that to send that to the. I'm sorry, what was that? Huh?
Bye.
Oh, okay. From another and share with my other the other sellers, see if they have it like Will Jack's Labs and stuff. But Will Jack's
Yeah.
Labs was whew, expensive for those two figures, and I was like, no. So he is now our new project. We're going to be looking and trying to find every Optimus Primal that's been made. We did get the got it hasn't come in yet, but we also got Optimus Primal Beast Machines. Optimus Primal coming in. Well, we decided
Mm-mm.
we got to take the good with the bad. So we were like, if we want to be, and essentially this is the figure for me and Nikki that we have finally found a figure that we both really love and care about. That that is equally both of ours, and so she was like, "Let this be our great white whale, our hunt to see if we can find all of them." Even the San Diego Comic Con exclusive ones and stuff. And I was like, "Oh, that sounds good to me." So he's now our new hunt. So yeah, pretty.
Nice.
They are nice, and the ratchets still work well. I I was really amazed at how nice they looked when they came in. I was very surprised. And he shipped them in two different packages because uh, because they were too big for, I guess, one of the packages, the big package he sent, because he wrapped that thing up in styrofoam, in um,
Man, I'm just saying. I'm looking for the Optimal Optimus, the orange one. I'm looking for the Power of the Primes one. That's
yes.
the one. That's the one I'm really, really, really am hunting for.
Well, I've got a bid. We actually did. There's a guy that was doing a bid, and I put money on the bid. So it's got 4 days left, and we've kind of agreed on using someone hoodooed us out of a book on Amazon. So we're going to try to use that money to get the Optimus Power of the Primes, because that's a rare figure to find and a hard figure to find. And so
Yeah.
right now we are actually doing a bid to see if we can get him fully and still in package and the whole 9 yards.
Nice.
But yeah, but but yeah, he looks magnificent. I mean, they really look good. Seeing those sitting right next to each other, next to the Kingdom line, Optimus Primal, man. So yours was Dinobot. That's your favorite one on there, right?
Uh, on for the Kingdom.
Well, for Beast Wars in general.
Yeah, Dinobot.
Yeah. See, and that's what we thought was interesting is that Nikki's is Cheetor. I'm not. I'm like, he's cool and all, but I'm not a big like Cheetor fan. I'm a more Rat Trap. And then she likes Black Arachna, and I like Waspinator. And we and when we saw this and we could get it at such a good price, and Nikki was like, we both like Optimus Primal. Let's make this our Great White Whale Hunt. I was like, I am all game. But yes, so you Dinobot. What part of Dinobot? Was it the fact that he became a that he changed sides, he became a good guy, or what? What's the reason why you end up liking Dinobot?
Well, it wasn't because he changed sides. I like his character in general, like his attitude, two, his way of honor, and also three, how they made his character, and that was a character I could connect with. I'm just saying, if I, like, for example, since Charlie had Bumblebee as a companion, if I had to choose a Maximal Decepticon or anything like that as a companion, I would choose Dinobot, that kind of thing. Because, I mean, and plus I like Dinobot's voice acting I forgot. I think it's a Scott McNeil. Vermin.
Yeah, I
We
have to.
go out with honor. That kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about Beast Wars 2 is that it got reused what worked for the G1 cartoon. They did it for the for Beast Machines, and I mean Beast Wars, and what ended up ending the line was Beast Machines because they did not follow the same diagram of what they did with Beast Wars, and you can definitely tell there's been some hunger for it because that stuff is like flying off the shelves.
Mm.
I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any figures that's really shelf warmers from that
Um.
line at the moment.
Hey, real quick, how much are you paying for the Power of the Prime's Optimal Optimus?
I would have to go look again at the see if I'm still winning
Cause,
the bid.
cause he's right now $54 on
Really?
Big Bad Toy Store, and he's in stock right now.
Ooh, ooh. Can I borrow your
I'll send you a link.
Optimus? Optimus. He's on Big Bad Toy Store and he's in stock right now. So the one I had a bid in, I can get it from Big Bad Toy Store. Can
Who?
Oh, okay.
That one is not necessarily connected to eBay. Or
Who do I send it to? You or Art? Who's?
Do art teacher because she's got
Okay.
her.
Hey man, I'm glad you could come back.
Yeah.
Art teacher, you said?
Yeah. It'll take.
By the way,
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna order him.
okay.
Okay.
Art teacher. Hey.
See
By
what you
the
could
way,
have done.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, see, here he is. I want to show it. There he is. Yeah, here he is right there.
Sweet.
Yeah, don't pay that. And by the way, I hope you're gonna, when we all can, or when Otto can, I hope you enjoy the Optimus Primal, man.
Oh yes.
Because I hear, I don't know if you watch reviews, but that figure is pretty good.
Yeah.
And
I have. I saw.
by the way,
Goes.
by the way, I think you'd like to. The Beast Wars, hang on, Transformers Beast Alliance, guess who they cast as the female lead, or I think it's a rumor right now.
Who?
Tessa Thompson from Thor Ragnarok as Valkyrie, and from Men in Black International. Tessa Thompson.
Okay.
Yeah, I see. Sweet! Man, I look forward to seeing that movie. Oh, I will enjoy it. Oh.
Definitely.
Yeah, but so yeah, I'm really looking forward to that movie, and plus seeing where they go with it, considering it takes place, I guess, after the events of the Bumblebee movie.
Well, yeah, several.
Several
years. Yeah.
And I'm curious, what's been going on with the Autobots since that time? Are they going to connect with the Autobots, or are they just going to somehow all go back to the future, if they even come from the future? Because when I hear the word it's going to be a heist film, I'm getting an idea. It's going to be something about an ancient artifact, maybe a golden disc, I don't know, or something
Cool.
or something that where I guess some diggers or whatever.
Or maybe you could do something with the Allspark because they,
Yeah. So yeah, I'm curious.
That typically goes with the status quo with Transformers is that the Allspark always ends up off.
By the way, I want to say something. You know the Transformers Fall of Cybertron game?
Yes.
Okay, and you know it has the Transformers Prime Nemesis look at the end of it. Did you notice what the arc looked like? It's the arc looks like the Cyberverse arc.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Here, I'll show you. Yeah. Transformers Fall of Cybertron Arc. All right, I'm going to show you some pictures, and you could do a comparison, but it's a little more modernized. All right, let me see if I could find a good pic. Here we go. Okay. All right, I'm going to full screen myself real quick. Oh. Okay, here's a picture of the Arc, and you can tell what it looks like with the engines and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And look at the tip right there. It has that weird little spiky cone looking thing with a gap in the center. And hang on, let me show this one real quick. So you can burn this onto your brain. Okay, this the Arc, like I said, this the Arc from Fall of Cybertron. And now let's look at the Cyberverse Arc, shall we? Okay. Transformers Cyberverse Arc. All right, let's see here. I don't know how it kicked me off images. Okay, here we go. All right, just ignore the Optimus Prime, but look at that.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
It's the same design. I
I
was shocked. I was playing the game recently. Oh, go ahead, man.
Oh, you're no. Go ahead. You were saying you're playing the game recently.
Yeah, I was playing the game recently. I was like, when I was looking at the archives, like, that looks like the Arc from Cyberverse. Or did they reuse that design for Cyberverse? But yeah, and I looked at the design and I was like, holy crap, that's nice detail. All right, go ahead, man.
I'm curious when the two movies are going to come out, though. You know, for the Cyberverse.
Oh yes, I'm really excited for that.
Have you seen if they said when they're going to air or where they're going to air?
I don't think so. I think they're in the works. I could be wrong, but I'm sure someone will comment in the comment section. But I think the two Cyberverse movies might come out, I think, right around spring or summer. I can't remember.
I'm happy that they're doing it because, you know, one thing that was a complaint that Transformer fans had is they would start these series and only give you 3 seasons, and then the third season would always leave you with a cliffhanger. It wasn't till Transformers Prime that they came back and made a movie, which was dealing with the Beast, Predaking and all the Beast bots. And they did the movie, and that finished out the Power of the Primes. Because, I mean, the Transformers Transformers anime, the problem was that they left it open for this big cliffhanger and for season 4, and they never did anything with it. I mean, I think fans would be excited if they actually did a movie for it to finish it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I don't think fans have really not forgotten that line, and heck, it's in continuity with the G1 because of Ratchet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I also think they ended off Transformers Prime because I think that the budget or something like that, and it was getting way too expensive, so they had to cancel it by ending it off like that.
Mm-hmm. I do know that, you know, with Hasbro having their own company called the Allspark, they're actually able to have cut their costs. They are able to cut out the middleman because they can hire who they want. And
Allspark Entertainment.
Yeah. And so that's why I'm wondering, you know, because I think it was Rooster is the one that's got the trilogy this time, which was for Siege, Earthrise, and Kingdom. I'm really curious to see if Hasbro does another trilogy after this one and what it's going to be, and will they be behind the reins of the graphics and everything for it instead of, you know, letting it be licensed out to another company.
Yeah.
I do hope we get a Beast Wars cartoon. I really hope that us now knowing that they've got that the Bumblebee second movies will be dealing with it's not been confirmed or denied yet, but with the Beast Alliance, that we could probably get maybe a cartoon, and then maybe that could be the next trilogy.
Yeah, and that's why I don't, like I said, I guess if I don't want to be like a gambling man or anything like that, but if I had to, but I'm not gonna put all my chips on black on this one, but I want to say this. Like I said, I feel like they're not gonna end things off in Kingdom, like wrap it all up in 6 episodes. But if they manage to do it, I'm shocked. Excuse me, but I feel like they're gonna go probably another series. I guess depending. I don't know how well the series is doing right now, but I think from what I heard, Siege did pretty well. I'm gonna have.
Yeah,
You know what?
Siege did well, and Earthrise has done really well too.
I'm gonna check the Rotten Tomato score for on Earthrise, but I feel like they may. I guess depending how Kingdom goes, I feel like they may do another season, but like I said, I don't want to get anyone's hopes up and all that, but I feel like they may end up doing a Beast Wars Siege series.
That would be
Beast
cool.
Wars. That's what I've been wanting, and it'll kind of get people introduced more into the Beast Wars line, if you know what I mean. Oh, give me a minute. Let me check the private chat.
And so, I hope so. I really do, because I'm gonna be honest. It's just got me hyped. I have and this is what Nikki and I were talking about. A lot of our Beast characters, we don't have anymore. But this is like, it sparked something in both of us that said, why don't we just go back and we do that with some of the G1 characters. We get, we order G1 figures all the time. And I was like, you're right. We love the Beast Wars. Why not start picking up and going back and find from a good price? And if they're not, full, it'll give us an opportunity to try and find all the pieces for them too anyway. I hope they do, because these figures that's come out for Beast Wars for Kingdom are absolutely, in my eyes, perfect.
By the way,
say anything bad about them because they've been so good. Yeah.
Do you know? I'm sure you might agree. I don't know if you agree with me on this one, but do you know? I think I know how the Beast Wars or the Transformers Beast Alliance got greenlit. It's because on how well the Kingdom figures were selling. They like, oh man, look how fast these figures are. They're flying off the shelf like crazy. People want new stuff. Come on, you know what? Greenlight that movie. Get a script ready. Let's get the casting.
I hope so.
All these people. Let's get the cast for the characters ready. Let's get the cast for the human actors. Let's get it done. I think that's how it got greenlit.
I hope so, because I'm going to tell you right now, can you imagine it comes out, it's going to have its toy line that's going to be based off of it. And then we're now seeing that, Tomikara is willing to branch out in the studio series, not only with stuff from the Bayverse, but now they're going to the stuff of the 86 line. Could you imagine getting studio series Transformers, Beast Wars characters, studio series style? Like Grimlock, and that would be awesome.
Yes,
Not that I'm saying that the Kingdom isn't already like studio series worthy, but they would actually be able to do stuff for the arms of Dinobot, where they would actually be able to bend and move.
By the way, I think there was concept art some time ago. I don't know if this fan made. I want to show this off. I think there was concept art for a live-action universe of Beast Wars Dinobot from back in the day. I want to show that off. Hang on.
Okay.
Transformers live-action Beast Wars Dinobot. I didn't say art. Okay, I think this might be official. I could be wrong. I think this might have been based off the Dreads. I don't know. Let me see. This was from date 12 months, 4 days, 2012. So that would be during Dark of the Moon. Like I said, I don't know if this is fan art, but So layout. I think this was supposed to be concept art for the Dreads, but here's what they kind of came out with for a Beast Wars. Oh, hey!
And Beast Wars, hey.
Oh,
Hey,
there's Dinobot. And you can tell it's Dinobot because of the head.
Yeah, that's nice.
And he kind of looks like the Dreads. Let me zoom in on that head sculpt on the artwork. There we go. Now you tell me if that I want to hear I'm curious what people would say, but does that look like a perfect live action universe of a Dinobot head right there?
That
regardless of the body.
That looks really good. That was really good.
There's the dino eyes right there. You can see on the chest, and you also, and also you can see the Cybertronian text on his leg right there. And there's this dino claws, and look at that. He has that big long claw right there, like he has a big middle finger.
Yep.
Cool. But yeah, I'm curious if this was to be in the film. How do you feel about this design for a live-action universe of Dinobot? That design alone.
I'd be fine with that.
I
think it has a little bit too many moving parts, possibly, but overall, I think it's really good.
Yeah, and it also, you could tell it has kind of like a metal finish to it. You could tell all that is basically metal, so it's not exactly a skin type finish. Let me check the private chat. Megatron. I don't know if there was concept art for a T-Rex Megatron. I'll look, but I know there was concept art for an Optimus Primal for Age of Extinction. Hang on. Transformers live action Optimus Primal art. I think, and this was released during Age of Extinction, I believe. And this is official concept art. And they also had a snake. And I'll show that one off. And I believe it's based off the art you're using in your profile right there. God darn it, now I can't see. There we go. But, I need a solo layout. There we go. And there's what Optimus Primal looked like in Transformers 5. But this was concept art. And there goes my screen again for some reason.
I like it. I just think it needs to not be all metal.
And look, there
have some of the flesh tones to it.
Yeah, you can tell there's how he would scale with a human. Mighty Joe Youngbig, I think.
Yes.
And also, they had two snakes. I think one was a regular snake and one was a big cobra. Let me see if I could find. And I think I like the look of the cobra one. Let me see if I could. Hang on. Transformers snake artwork. Transformers 6. Okay, I said that twice, but whatever. Okay. Oh, well, I pulled up the images anyways. Whatever. I don't care. And yes, that's a dog in the background. So, anyways, here's this. I guess this could have been Quick Strike. It doesn't say, but here's some concept art from the last night. It says of a snake. This one, I have to say, is my least favorite one. My favorite one is this one right here. I like this one right here because this is a cobra. Look at that.
No, that looks cool. That looks cool. I like that too.
I think this was based off Quick Strike, but I don't know. So yeah, that was concept art. Excuse me. All right, go ahead, man.
But again, I definitely think it needs a little more flesh with them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think this was. Oh, look at that. We're talking. You go. You first, man. You first.
Right. I think I love the designs. I think they look awesome. But again, it's not going to be really a robot in disguise if you got a metal gorilla running around.
Yeah. By the way, this might make you laugh. Here's concept art from Transformers the Last Night with Megatron.
Blowing out fire. Oh God.
Yeah, look at that. That's funny right there. Who thought of that?
Yeah.
I'm a fire my laser. Wow.
Well, I mean, think about that would be interesting because Megatron in the Bayverse seems to be a survivalist because every time you think he's dead, he's morphed into something else.
By the way, I want to point this out, and I'm sure you might, even though people hate Transformers Last Night, I enjoy it for what it was, but this Megatron design, do you think this Megatron This
I'm sorry.
Megatron design, do you think this Megatron design was based off Transformers Prime a little bit?
Make
Because I
make it
think
bigger,
some.
sec, because I'm looking on my
Oh,
phone.
okay.
Yeah,
So
make
layout.
yeah.
Here's the design from Transformers Last Night. If it was okay, I'll just turn it to. Do you think the design of the Last Night Megatron could have been based off of Transformers Prime a little bit, but a little more modernized?
I would think so. I always thought
That
that was like the amalgam of him taking what he looked like as a Galvatron and what he was as Megatron, and he kind of morphed himself into that version of Megatron and went back to his original name, Megatron. Um, but yeah, I mean, well, see, that was the thing about the Transformers Prime in the first place, was to get kids familiar with and accepting the transformation of the multiple things of transformation that we got from the Bayverse is what they put in the Prime version.
yeah, real quick. Here's some close-up images of Optimus Primal's head from
Oh, I like that.
concept.
I
I
like that.
think I think this is like, even though this right here is the metal design, I think it's designed like to see what the mechanical details would look like before they decide to graft the skin. But ain't no telling what Michael Bay would have gone for with the Beast Wars. And hey,
I
there
I
you
I
go, Dragon
yeah,
Slayer. There's your profile. All right, go
I
ahead, man.
I will politely disagree because you take a look at what he did with Grimlock and the Dinobots.
Hey, TFN Geek, you want to join in?
Also, hey
If
man, been praying for you and your family, man. I have.
Oh, by the way, if you can't join us, all right, man. But anyways, go ahead. I'm gonna grab some real fast.
Yeah, and so I'm looking at those and going, okay, they're very cool concepts. You definitely would recognize that is Optimus Primal. Thing is that it's going to have the metal, which also means that you're going to not have the flesh on it, and so you're going to get this Dinobots amalgam. And don't get me wrong, I love Grimlock. Shoot, I wish that Tommy Carr would release and bring out all of the Dinobots from Age of Extinction into the studio series, because I would buy every single one of them, because I enjoyed the way they looked and I enjoyed their presence. Saying that though, I may be like the a little more protective, I guess you could say, because it was Transformers Beast Wars for me and Nikki that made us realize that she liked Transformers and I like Transformers. So Beast Wars has got a really special place for both of us, because she watched it when she was in college. I try to catch it anytime I could get to a TV or see it. So I look at it and I'm going, I want to see the flesh. I want to see the fur on him. I don't want to see all the robotic parts. I want to see it like that. And then when you see the robot parts is when it would transform, and you would see him as Optimus Primal. But by far, this has been a dream come true for us, because it's like, for the first time, Nikki not only is excited about it, but she's wanting to be a completist, which she's never done before for the Kingdom line. And it sparked the interest in us getting a lot of the figures, a lot of the characters from the past concepts. With that being said, I'm happy to be wrong about Beast Wars not coming out, because it is essentially Bumblebee 2, but Beast Wars, the Beast characters are going to be a part of that. So it's still, the Bumblebee movie. And if that's the only way they could get it greenlit fully for having them on the big screen, I'm all game for it. What do you think, Lord Master? Poop Slayer. I like the name Poop Slayer. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think you're muted, my man.
Shoot. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Man. Well, first of all, I said, yeah, he changes his name a lot here and there. And you mean getting the Beast Wars characters on the big screen?
I would love to see them on the big screen.
Me too. And I'm glad that this Beast, like I said, I criticized the title, and yes, after seeing it the first time, I criticized it on stream, but I misunderstood what the title actually meant. After hearing the script, I think it growed on me. Yes, I wanted it to be called Beast Wars, but hey, you can't judge a book by its cover. You have to see the trailers and all that stuff first. Hey, heck, the movie might be better than the title itself.
Yeah, and the thing too is that Hasbro has always been like staying on the fence of not it to be outright said that there's a war going on with these characters. Even though we know that there is, it is never portrayed. It just says, we're fighting one another for the betterment of Cybertron. You don't ever hear this is the war of Cybertron, even when you come to. But with the Generations line, I was very surprised that the thing's called the War for Cybertron.
Yeah.
The War for Cybertron. Earthrise, War for Cybertron. So, with Beast Alliance, I know it's. I think that if they called it Beast Wars, Transformers Beast Wars, then we would have all expected it to be exactly that. A set the time, set the place, set the same era as the original Beast Wars, and we would be expecting to see that play out on the big screen with no humans involved. And I don't think we're going to ever get to a place where Hasbro says that we don't have to have humans in our movies. I mean, there may be at some point. There may be a time that they do it, but as of now, I don't see them doing that because I think they still think they need to have big name actors and actresses to be attached to it so that their fans will come and see the product of what they're doing.
Yeah.
And that's smart.
Yeah.
I mean, it's smart.
And I can understand people are going to be upset, like, oh, Beast Alliance is going to take place in the 1980s during the Bumblebee universe. I want it to take place during the time where the continents were all together, like during the time of the dinosaurs.
Yep.
I'm going to say this. Can you guys shut up just for a minute, please? Can you stop criticizing it right off the bat? Can you at least watch the trailers? And I mean, you got to understand, it's going to cost a lot of money. If you want a Beast Wars movie, it's going to cost like thousands and thousands of dollars. Because, like Lion King, for an example, if I'm not mistaken, the way they made that movie, yes, they used a lot of CG, but they also studied real life animals, and they also recorded some animal footage for that also. And plus, there ain't no humans in that, not a single human. And,
exactly.
And still, to be honest with you, I don't know what era Lion King takes place in, and I still don't understand how there ain't no humans in it, but still, whatever. I guess Disney films ain't supposed to make sense anyways. But like I said, if you want that, that's probably going to be like years from now. You're probably going to have to wait maybe until 2050 or something like that. Because, like...
Well, I mean...
Go ahead.
And right now, I mean, for me, I'm pretty much staying away from anything that's Disney. I mean, the actress that played in The Mandalorian, Disney ends up firing her for her views.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, when did we become where your job could be taken away from you because you don't always agree with that you question the stat and you question the narrative that has been given to us. And then the thing that gets me too is that you've got these SJWs screaming, more females and let's make Star Wars female and all this other stuff. And then they turn around and a strong female that, everybody is getting behind They don't like her political views. They don't like what she said on social media, and she didn't back down from it. She believed that everybody should have a right to express their opinion, and she said that to the people, saying, you have a right to express your opinion. And so, what do? They sit there and they attack her. They beat her up on essentially, browbeat her on social media, and then they get her job terminated. And I'm like, these are the same people saying that we're supposed to be all inclusive, we're all supposed to be kumbaya, and everything's supposed to be nice, and everything's supposed to be good. And but if you don't agree with them, you're bad. You gotta have your job taken away from you. You can't be in society. You need to be silenced. You need to be. Yeah, I have issues with that. And so for Nikki and I, we'll probably finish the WandaVision, and then we will not be doing anything else with Disney Plus. And I probably will not be supporting any of the movies, because I don't want a company that's going to sit there in silence. For me personally, a company sit there in silence freedom of speech. I think everyone should be allowed to have freedom of speech. Whether you agree with them or not, they should be able to have that. That's what makes America great.
It reminds, like Planet of the Apes. I forgot which one it was. When all the apes were. I'm talking about the old films when they were all protesting.
Mm-hmm.
When we want peace, we want freedom, we want peace, we want freedom, and then the ones that were leading an invasion or something like that got off their horses and put the apes in cages to get them out of the way.
Yep.
And then that was funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's essentially what our society's become, though. I mean, you're silencing people, and because you don't agree with you can't have a logical debate with anyone that's from that side, because they don't know how to debate. They only know how to bully, react, scream, holler, and call names. And so,
did you see who was in episode 5 of WandaVision? Yes, it was Quicksilver. And man, I was shocked. I'm just saying, I lost it. But today I found out that Quicksilver is not from a different reality. He's just, from what I heard, well, I'm going to keep it on the low in case Otto still wants to watch that new episode, the Halloween episode, but I'm not going to spoil it. But from what I heard, Wanda has suppressed her memories, and she doesn't remember what her brother actually looked like, so she just went with the flow, I guess, and just put it like an image on someone else's body or something like that, on like her version of what her brother, I guess, what she would have wanted her brother to look like or something like that. And man,
what's up?
Go ahead.
I have a feeling that that might be how they're trying to explain it through the people, because they already know that she's controlling their memories and stuff like that.
And man,
people there. Yeah.
And man, real quick, I want to say this. People are now beginning to hate Wanda already because, and I'm going to say this, I don't like Wanda anymore. I mean, yes, I liked her before. I liked that she kicked Thanos' ass for killing Vision. That was, she's like, you took everything from me. I don't even know who you are. You will. Then she just starts tearing them apart. And Thanos has to scream out, rain fire. I liked Wanda, but now people are now speculating that she's just going to be the villain in Doctor Strange and in Spider-Man. And I'm going to have to say, even though people might disagree, I'm kind of getting a gut feeling that might be true, because I'm just saying, I'm getting a feeling by the end of this series, Doctor Strange is going to show up and be like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Oh, you're going to start this? Okay, come on, let's fight. He's going to start pulling out his magic and start, because I'm getting a feeling Wanda's just going to be, because they're now calling her the bad guy, because to be honest, considering she's holding people hostage, and also in that last, I think it was the last episode, yeah, it was, when she came out of the barrier and talked to the soldiers, she just used her little telekinesis, flicked her hand and had all the guns point right at the director and all that, and also she's not willing to let all those people go, and she's just wanting to keep him hostage in her reality. I just saying she's just becoming a bad guy right now, and she's not. And also, she's controlling their memories and not even letting them remember anything. And those who do remember are scared. They're not willing to say anything. They're just scared because they know. Go ahead, man.
I think what we're seeing is there's two different Wandas. And here's why I say this. I believe that she's been fractured because when she came out to talk to them, she was wearing the clothes that she wore at Endgame. Now, this takes place 3 weeks after Endgame. When she's inside there, she's in another outfit, another clothes. I think her mind is trying to repair itself, or is trying to protect itself, because one thing that everybody forgot is that Sword took Vision's body, and they were not supposed to. And they took his body, and they were doing multiple tests on it to create their own artificial intelligence.
Yeah,
and that's why
true.
she went in there and took his body,
and also brought him. And also, she brought him back, but Vision didn't want that, and they also clearly stated that that's not what he wanted. He just wanted to rest. He did not want to be used as a weapon. And plus, I'm just saying, when you watch this, if you watch this new episode, the director Haywood, I think is his name. I think this was also mentioned in episode 5. I think he's becoming a bad guy because he's being way too controlling. And plus, the fact that he's talking to Maria Rambeau, I think this is in the last episode, saying that, hey, I know your history with Captain Marvel, and like he doesn't seem to be. I think it's kind of like Dr. Trask or something like that, or no, not Trask. Excuse me. Stryker that created Wolverine. He wasn't down with mutants.
Right.
He seems like the people that. Well, I'm probably using terrible examples, but I'll just say this: he doesn't seem to be down with mutant individuals like Captain Marvel. He mentioned that he didn't seem to like her, and also Wanda, he doesn't like because they can't be controlled. There we go. And also, you do get to see an Easter egg. I won't give it away, but it was in the last episode. But Maria is beginning to get her powers.
I figured she would. And I'm kind of glad too, because I honestly would like to have that actress be Captain Marvel, and instead of Brie Larson. I don't really care for Brie. I knew that she was drama whenever she was on Kong, and anything that she's been on since then has been this political agenda driven wokeness. But I would think it'd be extremely funny and poetic if she gets replaced. And I wonder how she would feel about being replaced as Captain Marvel with the new lady that we're now seeing. And I think I like, and then here's the thing is that she was originally Captain Marvel before Carol Danvers was. So, for them to just jump over her character completely in the MCU kind of was puzzling to me. But now that we have her, I'm like, good. I hope we get to see her in her costume. I hope we get to see her as Captain Marvel. And
I gotta say,
yeah.
And I'm curious, real quick, and I don't think you discussed this we talked about this on stream. The last Wonder Woman movie, Wonder Woman 1984. I'm curious. How did you feel about that movie? If you watched it?
Yeah.
Because I think. How did you feel about it? Because I was like, nah. But you personally.
Okay. I felt that it was nowhere near as good as the first movie of Wonder Woman. There was a lot of plot holes that was in this one here. But I really like the lady that's playing Wonder Woman. And
Gallagher. Yeah, I do too.
But
I was going to say, I also like her because she plays in Fast and Furious. But go ahead, man.
And so I thought it was problematic with what was going on with Trevor, and that he's kind of hijacked this other person's body. The problem is that the director did not explain it, and that was why a lot of people were like, "Whoa,
Female
wait a
director
second."
too.
Yeah, and she didn't address it like it was in the script, and it should have been that when you
It
make the wish, the reason why it's going to be impossible for you to let go of it, it's going to be cause is every part of your nature is to be driven by that wish.
and by the
So
way, people, I'm gonna say this. Here's where I criticize the movie. One, how does Wonder Woman fly in this movie already? You have her flying like the Superman at the end, kind of doing all this and kind of doing stuff like this. She didn't fly in Justice League or Batman v Superman. Why is she doing it now? And I gotta point this out. When she has the lasso of truth around I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. Oh well,
Maxwell
yeah,
Lord.
Maxwell. Yeah, I do like his character, but a little bit, not here and there, I don't like it. But when she has the lasso of truth and she's telling everyone to take back their wish, here's where I hear a lot of people criticizing it, and I kind of have to side with them. Do you really expect people to take their wish back? Do you really, like, for example, if my fiance has cancer, do you really think I'm gonna? Or hang on, if my fiance has cancer and she's gonna die, if it stays there and there's no way of taking it out, and I make a wish saying I wish she was better and in good health, and she gets back in good health, do you really expect me to take that wish back? Like, for example, if people are out there making wish for that, do you really expect them to take it back? They're not going to take it back that easy.
Yeah, and
like
that's
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
How is that?
And that's
No.
where the problem comes in is that the movie was CGI'd. It was beautiful cinematography and everything, but the story was completely and absolutely lacking. It needed to have more to it. It needed to be more explanation to get people to understand this is why it's working. This is why, but then again, we don't live in a world where people want to have character driven characters where they get to know that character. They just want the action, and that's pretty much what we're getting. We're getting nothing but the action with Wonder Woman. And
I'm just saying, I'm shocked the third film even got greenlit. But
I'm not, because it did really
from what
well.
I heard. Oh, I was going to quickly say, from what I heard, Gal Gadot said she's not going to come back and do Wonder Woman unless it's set in modern time. She doesn't want to do no 1980s, no World War II, no World War III, or Vietnam type stuff. She wants to do it set in the modern era, kind of like right now kind of thing.
Yes, and we're going to get that.
And man, I almost didn't believe it when the Justice League was labeled as rated R, but they released a new teaser today for a countdown.
Yeah.
And man, Darkseid's suit looks crazy. I looked at that, I was like, man, I would like to see a Thanos versus Darkseid battle. But man, I'm shocked this is rated R. How is it going to be rated R? Are we going to see like blood and all that stuff? Like Darkseid's going to be tearing people in half, kind of like, man. I'm excited for that. Like 4 hours. I think they said they were going to do like 4 episodes, like an hour. But I think they changed that now to like 2 films now, or I think a whole film. I can't remember. But man,
it was
I'm
always
excited.
intended to be 2 movies. It was always intended to be 2 movies. And that's the reason why, the movie flopped in the box office, because it just didn't make sense. You're taking what's supposed to be 2 movies and you're smashing them together into this one movie, and that just does not make sense in any shape, form, or fashion. I'm glad that we're getting to see the Snyder Cut. I'm glad that this is going to be the one that's in canon and that everything is going to be based off of it. We will get to see at the end of this the Flash and where his movie is going to be dealing with Flashpoint. We're going to see Wonder Woman and her being in the modern time. So yeah, this movie for HBO is a big deal because it's going to bring their universe finally up and running.
I'm excited to see Michael Keaton come back as Batman. And I even saw, I think he was on stage or something like that. I don't know what he was doing, but it looked like he was wearing kind of like some church type clothes or something like that. It almost looked like he was a nun or some kind of black dress. I don't know. I'm probably not making sense right now, but he was on stage and he says, "I only have 2 words for you," or something like that. And he says, "I'm Batman." And he does kind of like this little quotation thing as a hint that he's coming back or something like that. I'm just saying. I think they're also looking to see or have Michael Keaton as the new Batman role. I can't remember, but I mean, heck, he's playing Vulture, and I mean, look how good for his age. Look how well he did in that movie. I mean, heck yeah. I mean, like, I enjoy.
And then
Go ahead.
you also had the leak photos today for the Batman movie. You got to see that.
I think
photos.
I think Ben Affleck said he was going to come back for a Batman series.
Yes, which will be a part of the HBO Max line. And that's what Scott Snyder is to do. The movie itself is to start their HBO Max. They got a Green Lantern that's going to be that's lined up, and all this is going to be taking place after the Snyder Cut, and this is going to be on HBO Max. I think our days of seeing movies in the theater have officially come to an end. Because of COVID and all this stuff, I think with all these companies going streaming, I think we're now seeing that we're not going to get these things in the box office. Now, how are they going to make money and stuff like that? I don't know. It's something I'm very curious about and how this is. But then again, Netflix has been able to do it. So maybe they will. I saw that a lot of people are leaving Disney Plus, and there's a new tagline, a hashtag called Disney Minus. And that's because of what they did to the girl that was playing in The Mandalorian. And the sad thing is that the director and the creator of Mandalorian did not want to lose her because they were like, she's a big part of the story of him.
Fuck you, Disney.
Yeah. So the thing is Disney Minus, get woke, go broke.
I got to say this real quick. The director, I almost forgot about this. The director of Wonder Woman, Patty Jenkins, recently she criticized, she was talking about, since the film didn't do so well, she decided to criticize the Marvel movies like Black Widow that's coming out, which is directed by a female actor. And she's saying that this is bullcrap. Why is my film, not successful, but Black Widow is going to end up being successful? I was like, you son of a... if you don't like it, then just walk away. I'm just like, wow. I don't know if that's the exact thing she said, but...
Well, it's the whole thing it's like I told you before. We are in a time and a generation where people do not want to take responsibility for their actions. They want to make excuses about their reactions. They want to make and point out it's not their fault. And it really needs to be, I mean, my generation was if you did something wrong, it was your responsibility to make it right and to make it better. But that's not the case anymore. And that's what's so sad is this is the mentality. And you're sitting there thinking, well, I've got to, it's not my fault my movie didn't do so well because it could be the fact that there was so many plot holes and there wasn't enough time of character development that needed to be in the movie and the explanation and why is she able to do this in the 80s, but you don't see her do anything like this in the Batman Superman. I'm gonna be honest with you, I think with Wonder Woman and the lightning thing, I thought that was interesting. It was cool, and that could have easily been something that you would not have needed or seen in the Superman Batman movie.
I admit that is cool. That was cool to see her lasso the lightning. That was cool, and also happened to see a cameo from the old Wonder Woman, the old actor that played Wonder Woman.
Yes.
back in the day, and also that she's like an ancient goddess. I think she's gonna appear in Black Adam. I think they teased that. I can't remember, but I'm just saying. If anyone came up to me saying, "Hey, if you had a chance, are you gonna watch Wonder Woman 1984?" Me, I'm gonna have to say no. Like, unless somehow I get really stupid and I decide to watch. If I want to watch a bad movie, then I'm gonna watch a bad movie, and I think that's gonna be on my list to watch first. But I'm just saying, I don't think I would ever want to touch that movie again,
Yeah.
because, like, it's just like I wanted the film to be good, I really did, but it's just I don't know why I hated the movie, but it's just maybe it's because that the fact that one, her flying, she like Superman, they never. How is she flying in this movie back in the old days, and she's not doing it in Batman vs Superman or Justice League? How? And she has to ride. Superman can just he doesn't need to ride the Fox jet. I think that's what it's called. He doesn't need to ride that. He could just fly. Why does Wonder Woman need to ride the jet? She could just fly. But I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I feel like this is just an alternate universe type movie. Like, this movie is its own thing. This movie, 1984, has no business being in the DCEU kind of thing. It should be just left as its own thing, not even considered part of. Hang on, it's not even considered part of these line of movies right here. It's not. It's just its own thing. That movie practically doesn't exist, kind of thing. If that makes sense. That's
It
how I
does.
kind of see it.
And yeah, I mean, I understand that, and I see that, you know, that is that's been the problem with this, but it's at the same time is that with Wonder Woman, I also feel like this one just felt a little rushed.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to say, some people think it maybe COVID messed it up. I guess that you can say that's what it was, and pretty much I think when this movie was being made, the pandemic was kicking off,
Yeah,
and yeah, I guess it could, like Maxwell Lord says, I think that's why they have that line in there. Like, I can't remember his line, but it's better now, but it could be better or something like that. I can't remember his exact line, but I think that's why they kept that line in. I think the line was meaning towards the movie. This movie could have been better if it wasn't for the smog monster flying around, basically.
yeah. So, well, I've got a early morning tomorrow, so I am actually going to have to get off and go back to sleep for a little bit.
All right, man.
But I
You wanna
appreciate
share-
you. What's that?
Go ahead, man.
Appreciate you start your live stream and us hanging out.
No problem, man.
We
You
do
wanna share-
have. Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'll share. We do have an autocraft primer. We actually have a giveaway. I've got a little miniature Starscream statue that we're going to be doing the quiz show. It's going to be now called Quiz Bots, and with the help of Lord Master Starscream and TFN Geek, you can come and be a part of the live event and answer the questions, and I will try and keep a record of how many people got the answers right. And at the end of the show, the one that has the most answers right will be the one that wins the prize. We also have we're going to be coming up with another giveaway on a Community for All of Us, and that will be we'll be announcing that rather soon, probably hopefully by Monday. So check that out. Check out the Facebook. Check out Autocrat Primer. If you want to, you can check out my conspiracy theory podcast, which is The Life of Conspiracy Theorists, which is now being picked up by all where all podcasts are going. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I think that's it. Oh, and if you check out Amazon and you type in A Life of a Conspiracy Theorist, you will see the new book that is up for sale. And
Nice.
And it has a thing that will be for the Community for All of Us page in there. And I think that's about it. Thank you, man, for having me.
No problem. And you can find me here on YouTube at Lord Master Starscream on this channel, obviously. And you can find me on Instagram at Lord Master Starscream, same for Discord, TikTok, and Twitch. And I think that's about it. I can't remember if there's anything else, but so yeah, and I don't. I think that's about it. And this is Lloyd Master Starscream signing out. Hope to see you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Let's see here. Awkward silence.